Hi, Cara Beltran here. I've been a mortgage loan originator on Maui for nearly 4 decades. So I bring to the table a lot of experience. Today I thought I'd post a little bit of something because as the conversations are happening with a lot of different Maui families impacted by the fires, at this point, about 100 days in, they're starting to get uh, reimbursements or checks from insurance companies for personal loss of use and for the homes. Uh, Many families are getting paid just what they need to pay off the loan. Some families are getting paid over the amount of money that they need to pay off the loan. Some families own their properties outright, so they're getting these nice big fat checks, and it puts them in a wonderful opportunity to go and do something wonderful. Some families, it's just barely enough the money to pay off a first mortgage lien, and in some cases a second mortgage lien. So the question is, should they go ahead and pay it off now, or should they just hang on to the money? Or what's happening is the banks are holding on to their money. So the mortgagees are like saying, okay, you can continue to keep this mortgage and you can continue to make payments on it, but allow us to hold on to your money. And then you can decide if in 1, 2, 3, 5 years, um, if you're going to pay this loan off, right? But until then, you just continue to make the payments. Some of them are receiving a deferment. So, where do you go? What do you do? And what are the consequences? I think it's really important for families to keep in mind that it's never free from the banks. And if you're going to have a mortgage payment of 2 grand a month and say you're paying it over a stream of 12 months, that's $24,000 while the bank is hanging on to your money. And banks don't just sit on money, they're actually reinvesting the money, right? And 5, 6 years in, that's a lot of money that you're paying for a property that's not really servicing you. So sit down and do the math, because if after say 36 months or 60 months you've paid $160,000 of mortgage payments and the bank's just been sitting on your money, what is that going to do for you? And if you do the math, that money that you paid is the equivalent of about 40% of the money that they're holding on to. So you're in essence paying 40% interest, and that's not exciting, right? That's actually junk. So do the math. If you really want to sit down and do the math with me, or I'll do the math with you, so that you can decide whether or not you're going to pay off your loan or not pay it off, and how that's going to impact you if you get a replacement property. Because not many people know this, but mortgage interest on vacant land is not deductible. So there's going to be some guidelines around that. They do allow you to deduct interest on a destroyed home, and what the IRS describes as a reasonable amount of time. So what's reasonable to the IRS? You're going to have to get your tax attorney to make that phone call to the IRS to find out what do they mean by that. Because reasonable for them could be 1 year or 2 years. And the other important question is, if you do buy a replacement home in the interim and you're deducting the interest on your replacement home, will the Internal Revenue Service really allow you to deduct interest on your destroyed home that's just a vacant lot? So you don't really want to commit to making those mortgage payments and come to find out that you cannot even deduct it on your tax return. So really important questions. I know this is kind of a lengthy email, but I have a lot of people that are feeling a bit lost. They don't know what direction to move. So it's important for you to consult with someone. The consultation with me is free, so feel free to give me a call. And the service expands for myself. If I'm talking to you, the service is going to expand into pre-approving you for a replacement property today, and pre-approving you for your end goal of doing a construction loan to rebuild your Lahaina house, be it in 3, 5, 6 years. So this is priceless. You can't put a price on this kind of service, and it's something that's being provided to you for free. I mean, if I get the loan, we close the loan, we make the money. But if I don't get the loan, we don't close the loan, you decide to go with another lender at the end, that's perfectly fine. It's a free country. You get to make that decision. Nobody's going to hold you to it. I don't have you sign a paper saying that you have to stay with me, okay? But take advantage of it. This is you getting about 4 decades worth of mortgage experience to give you some really good advice. My name is Cara Beltran. I'm currently with the Alameda Mortgage company, and my number is 808-283-1640. My NMLS number is 200930, and we're an equal opportunity lender. Okay, thank you.